Welcome back to another Foeontheflicks episode. In this one, we're going to be reviewing the TV drama series directed by Ben Stiller, created by Dan Erickson, called Severance. This is a really good show. Excuse me. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 97%. I give it a 98. How's that, Rotten Tomatoes? Here's the premise. Mark leads a team of office workers whose memories have been surgically divided between their work and personal lives. And when a mysterious colleague appears outside of work, it begins a journey to discover the truth about their jobs. Just so you guys know, if you think I'm reading something, I am, but it's my reviews. I'm not reading somebody else's, so here we go. This show's super interesting. The main character, Mark, has voluntarily joined a company where they practice severance. The company is called Lumen, and they do this procedure for their employees, severance, a choice made mostly by people who live in severe depression and traumatic shit in their life. They sign over their rights to become severed, basically living two separate lives. While at home, they recall nothing that happened that day or any day at work. Vice versa, when arriving to work, they switch to their innie. That's what they call them in the show, innies and outies. When you're at work, you're your innie. When you're not working, you're your outie. And the innie can't recollect anything outside of work, therefore living two completely separate lives in the same body. It's a great plot and story. The cast is great. Main character Adam Scott, aka the brother from Step Brothers, he's great in the show, starring alongside Patricia Arquette, John Turturro, Zach Cherry, Tramell Tillman, Christopher Walken, and others. So the big question of the show that's still yet to be answered after season 1 is just what they're doing at work at Lumen. It's pretty well disguised. Their job is the R&D department, which is one of thousands, seemingly. They sit at computers and they have to find random numbers that don't seem to fit in like a screen of just numbers that pop up and whatever. It's super weird. They're like pretty hard to even train someone how to do it. They're just like, you just gotta feel the numbers and you'll see one that doesn't make sense and blah blah blah. It's like they gotta be doing something more than that, right? That's what I think too, but it doesn't tell you. And there aren't many hints given in the first season at just what exactly the job at Lumen entails. And when it starts off, Mark's best friend Pete, the guy who shows up outside of work in the premise read earlier, he doesn't show up one day, and Mark finds out, then Pete finds Mark's outie, an attempt to expose the truth about Lumen and just how sinister the company actually is. Skeptical at first, Mark begins to deep dive into information about Lumen, which is essentially impossible because of the severance program, making him have no idea just what he's doing each day at work. And then a new employee, Rebecca, shortly replaces Pete's position in the R&D department, one of possibly thousands at the company. I already said that. The first season gives up almost more questions than it does answers, but the show has a great pace and recurring suspense in every episode. It shows how dark Lumen is on the inside, while on the outside seemingly disguising itself as a liberating company made for the sole purpose of giving folks who suffer traumatic grief and depression the chance to have a whole other life free of worry and sadness. Sound too good to be true? Kind of. I won't spoil it for you, but this show is super good. Definitely recommend this one, guys. Extremely suspenseful, confusing at times, and always thought-provoking. Each episode's closing scene leaves you wanting to watch the next episode. So it's definitely bingeable. Binge-worthy. Hashtag binge-worthy. And let's see here. Overall, I really enjoyed it. it was a great show, and I'm super excited to see the many questions asked in season 1 answered in season 2, which I'm sure is going to come because it was a good show. I gotta actually check. Let me check and double check, make sure they're making a season 2. But anyway, it was great acting, awesome story development, good suspense. I see the first season as a strong foundation for a possibly complex, immersive experience into the realm of psychological thrillers genre. And I give it a 98% on the Foe scale, like I said earlier. Now let's check on that season 2 for you guys. Yes, the series Severance was renewed for a second season in April 2022. Yes, Severance is returning after a major cliffhanger that left us wanting solutions. We also have confirmation director Ben Stiller announced the renewal on Instagram and stated that they will be able to continue the thrill. Sweet. So look forward to that. I'm not sure when it will be coming, but it says that it's being worked on. So be patient. And in the meantime, get season 1 in your brain because it's good. And if you're a super lover of shows and movies like me, you're going to love to add this one to your catalog. Thanks for watching. This was Foeontheflicks, episode 25, I believe. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Check out the new Rock Bottom show just released if you're 18 and up because it is a rated R podcast. All right, peace.